Hey guys, BrickQueen here with an ultimate LEGO Hulk collection. This includes every variation of Hulk, including Red Hulk, who's not actually Hulk, She-Hulk, and even the human form of Hulk, Bruce Banner. So, what's really cool about this is every single version, except one, is exclusive to one set. The only one that comes in more than one set, and it only comes in two sets, is this one. This one in the back here. That one is in two sets, which is why I have two of him. But every other one has only been in one set. And each one is unique. They're all cool in different ways. So let's check them out. I'm going to kind of go through the timeline here from the original Hulk in 2012 all the way up to the newest Hulk in 2019. So in a matter of 7 years, these are all the versions of Hulk that LEGO has ever made. And if I was a betting woman, I would say LEGO is probably going to make more versions of Hulk after this. I don't see Hulk going away anytime soon. So, the original version of Hulk, the very first Hulk, was a big fig, and that is this version. So this version has tan pants, and you can see there's no kind of special detailing on the pants that you'll see on some of the others. And you'll get very used to seeing this version of Hulk as a big fig, because as you can see behind him, there are numerous big fig Hulks. But this is the original from 2012. And after that, actually, not that one. Let me do this in order here, trying to pick these out correctly. This one. This is the one I was looking for. This was the second version of Hulk. So the second one was a minifigure, and some of these may be slightly mixed up because some of them came out the same year, so I might have a couple mixed up. If so, feel free to let me know in the comments, that's perfectly fine. This one was in a poly bag, which, if I can remember correctly, I want to say it was one of those that came like when you pre-ordered a video game. I could be wrong about that, but I'm thinking it was something like that. And this one, I actually had one that had a misprinted face. So you can see the face is straight on this side, but then if you turn it, this face is not straight on. It's actually printed off to the side. So mine's a little messed up there, but not a big deal. But anyway, that was the second version of Hulk. So, the next time they made Hulk, it was a big fig again. And this time, it's basically just like the first Hulk, but we got purple pants instead of tan pants. So, other than that, pretty much the same. And the teeth are slightly different, the mouth. You can see the difference in how he's holding his mouth. That's it between those. So, there's that. And there's so many versions of Hulk. It's kind of hard to keep them all straight which one came out next. But I believe the next version of Hulk was this one. So this one we have a different color for the green on Hulk. And also his purple pants now have the Avengers logo on them. If the camera wants to focus on that, that's questionable there. But there we go. It's got the Avengers logo on there. Some nice little detailing on there. And this time you can see his toes are actually printed on here. Instead of actually being able, let me grab one of the others, you can see the indentions on the feet on this one for the toes. And on this, and I think in most of the future versions, they're just printed on like this instead of the actual like toes like this. And you can tell just the mold for the legs is a little different because the pants fit different on this one. Hopefully you can kind of tell what I mean here. My camera is being a pain about focusing, but anyway, hopefully you can tell the difference there. That was the next version. And like I said, this is the only one that came in more than one set. And it only came in two. Now, after that, we got kind of the minifigure version of that same one. And that is this one, which I really like. This is a really good version of Hulk, especially if you're doing stop motions and stuff like that. This is great because if you have this one and then the big fig version, you can easily do the transformation and it matches up good. So I really like that. And some nice back printing, and of course with the minifigures you can actually have double-sided face. Rather than, you know, the big figs, you kind of can't have a double-sided face. It's kind of impossible with the big fig design. But I'm still hoping that one day they will actually decide to make big figs that, you know, like can move their legs and things like that. I've seen a couple that you could actually like move the head a little bit, but really waiting for big figs that can actually like walk. That would be great. Anyway, next up we actually have another minifigure version of it, and this is the one out of Mighty Micros, which I think is just a really cute little Hulk. Got the short legs and the huge mouth on this, so it's kind of funny looking. No double-sided face for Mighty Micros, so just the one face on this one. But I just like this one. I just think it's kind of cute. Kind of silly, like not super Hulk. I don't know, it's not super accurate to Hulk, but it's just kind of cute in a weird sort of way, I guess. And I'm gonna kind of just move these over. So notice this one's off screen a little bit. Anyway, so after that, we got a really awesome set that includes 4 of the figures that I have here. That is the set that came with this Hulk, Red Hulk, She-Hulk, and Red She-Hulk. All 4 of those were in the same set, which was a really awesome set, and I just couldn't skip that set. That set was just amazing. I think it was a little overpriced, but it was still a really great set. So, this Hulk that's like radioactive green, that's the only one that we have that's this color green, which I think this one is actually really more like the comic books because of the color, and that one is just really nice. It's got the purpley magenta colored pants, and I just like this version for the color of Hulk. It is kind of like a radioactive green, but I like it personally. And I know that Red Hulk is not Bruce Banner, so it's not actually Hulk. This is different, but I wanted to include this kind of as just a Ultimate Hulk collection, so you can see every kind of variation. Now, what's interesting about Red Hulk, there's been at least a couple different storylines, you know, with Red Hulk. There's a lot of different characters have multiple backstories. One of them, and I think the original backstory for Red Hulk, and I thought this was really interesting. And I don't know how many people watching this right now know this, that originally Red Hulk was Bruce Banner's father-in-law. I know that's kind of a crazy storyline, but I mean, check it out. You know, read about it if you want to. I think it's really interesting, the way they, you know, came up with that. But yeah, Red Hulk originally was Bruce Banner's father-in-law. These are the 2 you get in the same set. So you get this Hulk and Red Hulk, which I think is kind of cool. I like the Red Hulk. It's kind of like an evil version of Hulk. And they were definitely, you know, at each other's throats. And like I said, we have She-Hulk and Red She-Hulk that came from that set as well. The only time we've gotten She-Hulk, which I really like the She-Hulk figure. I think they did a good job making it. I love the hairpiece for her. And she does have a double-sided face, which is always fantastic in a minifigure. And then, besides just She-Hulk, we also have Red She-Hulk, which had a really nice outfit. And I also love her hair. I love that we have this black hair with the red streak in it. You could definitely use that hairpiece for other things. So that's one of the main reasons that I like that so much. And there's the back side, and she also has a double-sided face, which is great. So those are all 4 that came in that set. So after you go through all of those, then we finally get to what I think is my favorite version of Hulk that they've made so far. This is the Hulk from Ragnarok, and I just think it's really cool. I love the weapons that he's got, the armor. I love this helmet. I mean, it'd be cool if you could take it off and put it on another Big Fig. I think that would be awesome. But then again, you can't remove the hair pieces on Big Figs either, so I guess it's not really surprising, is it? But it is nice, and only the, so here's the difference. If, let's grab this one. So if you have a Hulk with like these skin-tight pants, then he has no toes. They're just drawn on. But if you have one that has the pants that actually have some texture to it, you can see where the pants end, or rather you can feel where the pants end, then he's got the actual indentions for toes. So I just think that's kind of interesting. I know probably a lot of you don't care anything about Hulk's toes. I just thought that was something interesting to point out. But this one definitely has the most detailing and is, in my opinion, the most unique and best version of Hulk. Feel free to disagree with me. If you disagree or if you agree, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of this. And as many as we've gone through, we're still not done. I believe this one came in another Ragnarok set. I think this was in the different Ragnarok set. This is just the regular Bruce Banner, which, unless I'm mistaken, they've only made one actual Bruce Banner. You can see the green eyes. Well, my camera focuses. You can see the green eyes on that side. And then just kind of a regular face for him when he's not getting angry on the other side. That's when he starts to get angry. I love that we have those green eyes like that. I think it's a great transitional kind of thing for that. So that's fantastic. And after that, we got this version, which probably a lot of you probably skipped the little Duplo Hulk. I just happened to see this in a store one day, in a set, obviously. I saw the set that this came in, and I was immediately like, I have to have Duplo Hulk. Duplo Hulk is adorable. It's like a giant kid version of Hulk. So I just had to have this. I thought it was just kind of really funny looking, honestly. It's kind of comical to me because Hulk's like all happy and just cheerful and not like Hulk at all. So I love this version for that reason. And let's see, size-wise, it's about the same height, close to the same height as a Big Fig. They are roughly the same, maybe a slight difference, but close to the same height there. And so I've almost gone through every version now. I know this has been a long video, but there's a lot of different Hulks to go through. The final version is the one from Avengers Endgame, and that is this version here. He's got dark blue, like kind of a navy blue pair of pants on, and no toes. Toes not indentions, not drawn on, nothing. So he has no toes, but he does have a little detailing on the pants, if you can see that. They've got black lines on these dark blue pants, so it's a little hard to see. And then this version of Hulk really doesn't look super angry. He's actually kind of smiling a little bit, which I guess makes sense if you've seen the movie. That's all I'm going to say. No more spoilers. No spoilers there. Anyway, but I think it's great. So now you have seen every variation of Hulk that LEGO has made up to now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, I told you guys which one is my favorite, so tell me which one is your favorite in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.
Before you go, don't forget to click my picture to subscribe to the channel. And if you already subscribed, you can click the thumbnail to check out more of my videos.